I did a story in 2019 about the Michelin Airless tyre in development called the Arrestnet, which is short for the unique puncture-proof tyre system. What's unique about the tyre is it still has the traditional tread pattern you will find on any road tyre, but instead of rubber sidewalls, it has a see-through rib pattern, which suspends the tyre, but also act as mini shock absorbers. Because the Arrestnet tyres are not filled with air, they are not susceptible to punctures from either debris on the roads, such as nails, or hitting a pothole at speed, which can crush the tyre, causing a pinch puncture. In that video, I talked about how the most common way for police to stop fleeing cars is with the use of a spike strip, which punctures the tyres on a car, taking the wheels down to its rims, causing it to stop or crash from being out of control. At the end of the video, I made a bit of a joke comment by saying, the police will need to come up with some new tactics to stop cars now. It was only meant as a joke, but people took that seriously and posted hundreds of comments with links to other technologies police are currently testing or using to stop fleeing cars. Now, amongst all those comments, there were some wacky suggestions, such as using an EMP or an electromagnetic pulse gun, or some kind of engine shutdown command from the computer in the cop car to the computer controlling the fleeing car. Both suggestions are plausible, especially the EMP gun, as the military use such devices at checkpoints into military bases, but both are unrealistic at this time in police car chases. But there were some really good suggestions, and I have investigated 3 of the most realistic methods that seem to be in use today, or at the very least are currently being tested by the police. The first method is called Star Chase GPS Tracker Grenade, which is shot from a vehicle-mounted launcher system at the front of a police car. If an officer feels like a high-speed pursuit is imminent, he can launch the grenade which sticks to the fleeing car, which sends back GPS location information, which the police car can follow. So instead of chasing the car in a risky high-speed pursuit, the police can let the car go and pursue it at a safer speed, and eventually catch up to it wherever it is. Now, the second method I found for stopping fleeing cars is called the Arrestnet, which is kind of deployed like a spike strip, but instead of a strip of spikes that puncture and deflate tyres, the net has spikes on it that grip into the tyre, which then causes a high-strength net to entangle the front wheels of a vehicle and stops it almost immediately. And finally, we come to the third option that most people posted comments and links about, which is called the Grappler. Before the Grappler is activated, it simply looks like a robust bull bar system on the front of the police car. But when the system is activated, 2 arms swing down, releasing the netting, which just happens to look like a vehicle tow strap, which is not far from the truth, as once the system is deployed, it wraps the strap netting around the wheel of the fleeing car and locks up the wheel. The netting alone will slow the vehicle down, but it's also attached to the police car, so they are acting as an anchor point and also slowing it down. The Grappler does not seem as effective at stopping cars as the Arrestnet system, but it's far easier to use when chasing a vehicle than waiting for a backup police officer to get in place and to set up the system like a spike strip. Now, for all those thinking, what happens if once the car is stopped by the Grappler, he opens fire through the back window or gets out and starts coming towards the police car with a weapon? Well, with a simple flip of a switch, the tow strap can be released by the officer at any time and is now free to take evasive action. Now, just to be clear, all 3 systems covered in this video are for fleeing cars, not cars approaching a roadblock setup like a military base. I think all 3 systems are much better options than spike strips, but each system does have its pros and cons, such as the GPS tracker may let you track the car, but the driver can still jump out and run away once he got away from the police. The Arrestnet does stop vehicles quickly and effectively, but needs to be set up like a spike strip with someone else operating it. and the Grappler system. Seems quick and easy to use, but a new netting cartridge will need to be refitted to the vehicle before it can be used again. Until the day where police can simply use their computer system to deactivate the computer electrical systems of a fleeing car, I guess there's no perfect solutions, but at least they are working on safe and effective alternatives, and that's what matters. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.